welcome back, and it's Sunday today, so I'm just doing a few bits, but there's a few bits I want to do in the greenhouse today. This isn't a very big greenhouse, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of room in it, and the potting bench that I've bought is going to replace the staging. So let me just show you what's going to happen quickly. This is staging that's in the greenhouse, and it takes up quite a lot of room, and although it's quite handy for putting seeds and things in, it doesn't really utilise the space underneath. So I'm actually going to take this out, and it's a bit rickety and not very stable, so I'm going to replace it with some like seed trays staging instead, which is a bit smaller, a bit more compact, and something I can take out a bit easier. So next year when I do my seed sowing, I can just remove it. So this is actually coming out today and going to a new home. So the first thing I need to do is actually take all the staging out and all the stuff. So I'm going to do that now before I do anything. The idea is to keep it a bit more tidier in here, so it's got a bit more organisation. The potting bench that I bought, which I'll show you, is actually probably going to do that a bit better. Jobs. The other reason for taking the staging out is that there seems to be quite a lot of bindweed coming up through the middle and up around the legs, and I just can't keep on top of it, and it's strangled a lot of the plants in here. I lost the chili plant, not the chili plant, I lost the watermelon plant. I don't know what happened to it. I think it got blight because it's been very wet, humid, hot, and I think it got blight, but it just helps me just keep on top of those little bits. And ideally I'm going to plant in the ground next year, not in pots, and then it won't dry them out, because one of the problems I've had in this greenhouse is where I put things in pots, they've dried out a lot very quickly, and I haven't been able to keep on top of the watering, and some of the things like the cucumbers just withered. So hopefully it's going to keep on top of that a little bit better as well, which will be good. And prompt me to keep things a bit tidier. Right. Oh. More bits under here. Right, here we go, without breaking any glass. See, it's so big. Oh. And actually, it's got... Oh. make things easy for yourself. It's gone. So, but look at the space I've got in here now. Look, this is what the problem was. This is bindweed that I just haven't been able to get to and keep on top of, because the staging has all been here, and it's just awful stuff just coming up through. And then this has even got weed matting underneath. So, yeah. Just allows me to pull it out basically and just keep on top of it so it doesn't all come through. It's just awful stuff, awful. But yeah, I don't know whether I want, because of the issues with the bindweed, I want to plant in the ground. I mean, look at this. Look, this is under weed matting as well. But I don't know. What's your thoughts? Plant in the ground? Plant in pots? Keep the stones there? What do you think? Oh, been looking for that. Something else I lost. But yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so the staging has come out, so we now have quite a lot more room here, and I've just moved the potting bench back in. This is my new potting bench. I literally picked it up today, so I've just put this back in. And you can see, if I take you out of the greenhouse a minute, so much more room, and then hopefully it's going to keep it a bit more tidier. So the plan is to have things in pots like down the side here, and then obviously have the potting bench here, and then at the other side here again having the pots here. But the main purpose is, I've cleared it, but you can see where the bindweed is just coming through here, and there's actually weed matting under here, and heavy duty weed matting, and it's come through, and that's why I put the weed matting down to stop it. And it's just I don't know, it's just like a monster. It just comes through. So that's why I've taken that staging out, so I can keep on top of it and stop it. Because if you look over here, yes, it is still coming through, but I can see it and it's not wrapping around things, and I can just pull it out without it affecting anything else, and just keep pulling it. And if you've seen from my other video that I did managing bindweed, this is all I do. I just pull it, don't dig it, rightly or wrongly, but I just pull it. So it's gonna hopefully help me to keep on top of it, and then when I do it, it's clean. It'd be really easy for me to just take everything out and just clean. So yeah, I'm just going to put everything back in. Yeah, so I'm just going to put everything that I've taken out, put it all back in basically. So yeah, gonna do that now. Sorting out the greenhouse. It's a bit muggy today, but it's not massively muggy, so it's a day that I can get in here. It's been so hot, and at the moment it's 25 degrees in the greenhouse, so it's comfortable to do some work. It's comfortable to do some bits. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today, and then I'm gonna go home for some lunch. Right. Lock the chair spend so much time in this chair. It's really bad. Does anyone else have like a chair that you come down and you think, I want to do some work today, and then your chair comes out and it's like, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm not going to unfold it because I know what I do. But yeah, I usually put that just in the back corner here. So he's going to go back there. That's it. So, look at that. Perfect fit. Perfect fit. Right. Keep that chair in the corner there. Because that's not going to really grow anything there. And that just keeps everything really nice and tucked away. Storing the watering can. They're gone. They've moved on to a new place. Okay. And yeah, so it just keeps the pots. So this is how the greenhouse is going to be set up next year. With everything, I am going to do it in pots. I've decided that's what I am going to do. Everything's going to just take some weeds out while I'm here. Bit of weeding. Here we are. This is now the greenhouse. So this is how the setup's going to be, and you can see what I mean now properly. And this is how the setup for next year is going to be. So literally, I'm going to have everything in pots around the outside, as you can see here. So in a minute, I've got the chilies in here, which are nearly ready. Actually, I need to pick some of these. But yeah, we've got chilies around here. And normally I have my strawberries up here, so I'm just going to pop him back up because that's take him down, so I could sit you guys on the shelf and film. But yeah, I've got strawberries here now, and then underneath we'll have the pots. So this area here, you might think the staging was a bit better, but it just gives me a bit more room to put seedlings up here. And this is the plan. I want to put some seedlings up here, and then this bit here is going to be like a little bit of a ladder, so I can put seedlings on. So I'm going to make some shelving like what I've done here, and make some shelving that's going to go on a strip here, a bit like a little shelf. But the idea being that I can take these off, because these just lift off. So that's the plan. I'm just going to lift them off, and then when I don't need the shelving, I can just take it down and then put it in the shed for the next year. But in the meantime, it just gives me a bit more pot space here to keep the seedlings on. And I have a shelf at the back, which you can see. Look, this is what I do. If I've got room, I store it, and it's just messy and it's annoying. So yeah, that's going to be my next job to sort out. But I'm actually really pleased with this. So something else I'm really pleased with. There was a young boy, teenager. There was a young teenager, and he's called Ethan, and I don't know how old he is, but he's very talented. Very talented. He's made me through wood burning these 2 plaques, one for each plot. And this is like, this is just me all over it. I love bees, I love my allotment, and I love my dogs. And it's literally my dogs running through my plot. So when he showed me his design that he planned out, I didn't change it because it was just said everything I wanted to say, which was amazing. And the only difference I made to the second one was just put a bone on it. But I just want to show you these because he's handmade these. He's wood burnt them, and he's so talented, and I'm really happy. And he doesn't say, you know, how much he wants to put. He just says, you know, how much do you think they're worth? And I think that's great, because some person will, you know, pay one amount, some people pay another amount. And I actually paid quite a bit because I was really impressed. So, new addition to the plot. So, spent a bit of money today, but all good stuff. I bought 2 plaques and I bought my new pine bench. So, happy lady. Right, it's now really hot in here. It's gone up to 35 degrees. 10 degrees in what, 10 minutes? So it is now time for me to come out the greenhouse, but that's fine because I'm ready to come out. I've finished. And I'm so happy because this has been annoying me, this greenhouse, because it's the same size as the other one, but that staging was just taking so much room up, and now I can take it down, pull it up, and it's a lot better, so I'm happy. Right, so I'm actually going to head home now, get some lunch, have something to eat, and then I'll go up to the other plot a little bit later. But just going to give you a quick photo, which is just here, to show you what the greenhouse looks now. So I'm really happy with it. Actually, it's going to be so much better, hopefully, for next year, and keep on top of that bindweed. So right, lunch and then up to the other plot. See you later.